Hey guys, today I'm gonna be showing you how to light steel wool on fire, pretty much. So, what you need is I found that steel wool. I found that the super fine stuff works the best or lights easiest. Coarser doesn't work as well because it's coarse. So then what we're gonna have to do is we take this normal 9 volt Duracell battery right here, and some alligator clips with some wire. Guys, make sure you strip off the ends, and we're going to use fire and sparks in this video, so make sure if you do it, you use parental supervision at all times. I've done this before, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm not going to use it because I know how to do this, so let's get into it. Yeah. So I'm hooking it up. So what we're going to be doing is basically we're going to be hooking up the alligator clips to the battery. So, but the big part about this is you can't let the alligator clips touch each other. Then it's going to blow up, I guess. Like it's going to blow up if you touch these wires to the steel ones. First, what we got to do is we got to take our battery and our alligator clips. We're going to click on one right here. And I found the easiest way to make them not touch was just to put them in different directions. So, see, I have one like this, and I'm going to have one facing the other direction. So it'll be like this. So then what we're going to do is I have this cool little pallet set up, so it won't get wet because it's raining outside. So we'll put this aside right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up our super fine steel wool. I used grade 0000 because I find it lights the easiest and it's generally easier to use. The steel wool, guys, is not exactly the friendliest substance, so make sure nothing gets in your clothes or anything, because then it could be itchy, you're going to get steel splinter. So what I do is I take one of these pads, I make sure the wind's not blowing and then towards me, and then I unroll it. Right now I'm only going to use a little piece, so I'm going to tear it off about middle. This stuff is also hard to tear, so I'm going to use a little bit. Also, if it tears apart, you can pretty easily stick it back together because of the little strands. So, okay, so cool. I have a little piece here, not too much. So what we do is we make sure it's there. We have it set. And then what we do is, if you're kind of scared to do this, you can always make it longer, which is basically safer because the sparks don't do it. So there's two ways to do it. I mean, you can kind of make a fuse at the end, like here. So this is, I'm going to start with, not going to start with it. So the first technique I'm going to show you is, you take this, you can touch it, just don't touch one end and touch the other. This will shock you. But this is also really good fire starter because I'm about to show you. So you press it down, you can press down the wire, and then what you do is you poke it. That usually means that they're touching. See, they are touching, so I'm going to maneuver them so they're not touching. And then I'm going to, like this, press it down, and then this should work. So as I press it down, it's going to spark. As you see, it spark. And then it starts multiplying and gets pretty hot. So one of the things I found that you can do, which is really cool, is go like this. Wait until it's like in it, like in between, go like this. Blow on it really hard. So basically what that's doing is eating, like the fire eating away at it. So I have 12 pads of this. I got it at my local hardware store, Williams, for like $6 plus tax. Like, I got 12 pads with it, and make sure it's really out before you touch it. So I'm gonna do another pad. another piece of it. And plus, you can make one pad of it last a really long time. So I'm gonna do a little bit bigger piece this time. Now I'm gonna show you the second thing. The one that it's not really a technique. It's more of a way to light it. Is you take one hair. Hopefully you can see this. Take one hair. But it looks cool this way. You take one hair, put it down, and you touch one hair. So you touch one hair. It happened again, so they're most likely touching. This is the one downside to this. It's really easy to get them touching, so you touch it. And then it looks like it's multiplying. Ah, stuck. I mean, probably can't see it very well on the computer, but it looks like it's multiplying. Like kind of like a bunch of fire ants. So again, I'm blowing on it to make it like disappear. And then guys, this is kind of dangerous. Make sure you don't touch it until it's really out. So, and I have a bunch of more pads, so I'm going to do this a bunch of times. But then I'm going to take an unused piece, and I'm going to show you the difference. So this is a piece I burned first. Okay, you see how it's kind of bluish? Sometimes it doesn't get as burned. So we have blue piece. And now look at the color difference of the thing. Of the steel wool. This one's burned, so I guess it like oxidizes, kind of like wood. I mean, that's what my dad told me. It like oxidizes almost. And then we have this, which is fresh wool, which doesn't burn. And if I try this with a dead leaf, it won't work, because the only reason this works with a battery is because the steel wool is made out of steel, but it also is very flammable. So the electricity will spread through it and it'll light it on fire in a spark. So if I try it with a dead leaf, it won't work because it's dead. There's no water in it. But a live leaf won't work. I mean, sometimes grass will work, but I'm gonna do it again because I understand this is a really cool project to do as long as you do it safely. So again, I'm gonna press it down and I'm gonna touch the end. And then what it does is it multiplies like fire ants. On the screen it looks more like it's this big blob, but it's really not. It's really bright when you blow on it. And hot. Like I can feel from here, like, and that's hot. So I'm gonna take another pad and make sure when you go inside, make sure it's like, you brush off your shirt so it doesn't get on you. So that's going out, and I'm gonna take another pad. Also make sure you're not doing this near the package or the entire thing is gonna light up on fire. So I'm gonna start tearing another thing. And like, even if you make it really long, it's still going to conduct electricity. So the reason this works, like I said before, is because it conducts energy. It conducts electricity. So again, also it turns different colors, pop it like the shadow. But this is a really cool process to do. And I'm just going to do a couple more pads and then also, don't get stuck. Sorry guys. Get over it. So it went out again, but that's not a big deal. It is a bit hot after it is, but make sure it's out for a while. But also, I don't think the camera's ready for this yet. It's not updated enough, but it makes little, like, this is metal, it, like, melts some of the pieces into, like, little beads. Like, beads? Sorry, I'm talking weird, I have power expanders, but it beads, like, beads. So, She's just turning it into little beads. So, again, sorry. Happens like this. So I'm gonna do it a couple more times. Also, I'll show you a couple more ways. Like, one way you can do it is if you make it really wispy, because then it multiplies more. Like, stretch it out, make it really wispy and big. You can see the piece normally was only like this big. I've forgotten it. Huge. It's also good to do with the last piece because it looks really cool. And then make sure there's some in the middle, no holes, and then you spread it out a lot until it's kind of like almost a stratus cloud. I think that's the right kind of cloud. I haven't been a second. So make sure the ends are clean. So I'm gonna press it down, touch it, and as you see, it multiplies, gets bigger and bigger. But yeah, another technique, not really technique, but another way you can do it is if you make it like take a piece and then like fold it up a little bit so it's like this, and then like this is the best way to make it like eat away at it, so it's like so it burns away, so there's nothing left. Just to make a little lump, and then like here, I'm gonna use one of these. Poke a hole in it here, so there's a hole. See? So I'm gonna flatten out the bottom and place that. So you're gonna have to do this really fast for it to work good. But then what you do is you touch it there. Oh, sorry. So, again, sometimes it goes out. Hurt. And again, these wires are sharp, so damn it. So I'm gonna have to do this kind of quick. Press it down the middle, make sure, and press it down. So now I'm gonna blow. See, it gets really bright and really hot. Do some more, a little bit more, and then. So another way you could do it is you could fold it. So that's all wet. I can do it good. Another way is you take it, and you probably need a bit bigger of a piece. You tear it off. Tear it off, kind of make it and do that kind of wispy thing, but don't make it as wispy. Make it a little bit, just try and make it bigger. Make it like, kind of about this size. So like, maybe 2 or 3 inches in diameter. So damn, okay. That's also why you should be careful, because it lights extremely easily. And also, I'm gonna save like 5 pads, and then at the end, I'm gonna like light them all at the same time. So see, as you can see, it lights really easily. So yesterday when I was testing this out, so I had the battery like this, and a strand touched both alligator clips at the same time, and it lit up the entire bundle, like this big. It was like a pan, like half a foot. So it completely lit that up, just like this happened, but it touched the alligator clip. So I'm making another one that just lit. So this is another reason why you should be careful, because it's really flammable and it can light at any moment, like this. Don't throw it off, make sure it's dead. So you're gonna have to do this quickly. So you take it, be careful, press down the edge, and press it right smack dab in the middle. Smack dab in the middle, and then you have to close it. close it, and it's really hot and it hurts. So then you blow it on it, because this is the best way, because it's like a clam. It like closes up. They're really hot, really fast. So I'm gonna see how many bundles I have left. I have one, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna save these 5 for the grand finale when I light them all up. And then I have another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 4 left. So put this in that pile of dead stuff that I can't be lit anymore. And sometimes, as you can see, there's a little spot that you can light left. I'm just gonna light that up. Because I don't want to waste any. I got that at Williams for like, my local hardware store for like, what? It was like $6.42 plus tax. It was really cheap. Remember guys, you should probably get grade 0, or if you want to get a higher grade, it's harder to light, so you have to make it a bit more wispy. So you have to make it like less coarse. So then there's a couple more ways you could do it. Oh, and in case I'm gonna show you. It doesn't really. There's no real point that it stops conducting electricity. It's pretty much as long as your wire is. So I'm gonna show you that by making a long strand, putting it here, and it's not really gonna stop. So I can let it all the way over here, and conductivity is what I'm gonna call it, will still reach it. Burn leaves like this. And sometimes they'll catch fire, but that's pretty normal. And then, this is also, like I said before, amazing fire starter because it's super flammable. You have a couple batteries, it's good. And a couple more strips. Light! Come on, light! Oh, here we go. I have one more strip for that bundle. Okay, so there we have it. You can always use the bottom sparks and stuff to, like, if there's still sparks, you can always make more with it. That was hot. Like, I can go from back here already. Quickly before it dies out, I'm gonna make some more. As you can see, it lights really fast, really easily. So there's a lot of easy ways to do this. It's almost like making a fire itself. Okay, I have one more pad, and then I have that final 5 that I'm going to do as the grand finale. Last strip of it. So as you can see, I'm just building on top of the other sparks. It's really easy. And it makes the same noise. You know, if you're feeding it fire correctly, it's if it makes noise. Like if it makes that noise that when you're giving fire oxygen, it'll make that like blowtorch noise. Also, I think you might be able to see this is when I touch them, the two alligator clips together, there's a little spark. Yeah, there's a little flash. There's a little flash there. It's not a big thing, but that's probably doesn't feel very good. So this is like you can light it on top of it. There's still a few last sparks. So guys, I'm gonna show you these pads. So I have 1 pad, 2 pad, 3 pads, 4 pads, 5 pads. So I'm gonna light it all at the same time, and hopefully it makes a really big fire, perhaps. Okay, guys, if you feel the battery getting warm, you might want to take one of the alligator clips off, because batteries can explode, and that's never fun. Come on, go out. Here we go. Went out. So this is a big bundle of like oxidized steel wool. Okay, so we have our 5 pads here. So I'm gonna make them really long, like on big strips. So this guys is gonna be the grand finale. I'm gonna make them really wispy and put them all next to each other. And I'm gonna light the bottom of one and put under them all. And hopefully we have a good reaction. Because I'm gonna show you one more thing. Edson created a light bulb. So he took all kinds of, he took like little strands, you know, you'll see in a light bulb, little strands of everything, like silk, cloth, but all they would do was light on fire. So what he decided to do is he took a light bulb like you see today, and he sucked all of it out. He sucked all of the oxygen out, so it couldn't light on fire. So as you see, most light bulbs will just light on, they'll just glow, which means that there's no oxygen in it. But the ones back then, they'll burn for hundreds of years. In some buildings, they're actually light bulbs from his time, like when he made them. He made them, they're still burning for like 100 years. So you can also just, if you have somebody, like yesterday I did with my dad, I held this, and then he held it, you lit in the middle, and you see sparks spreading. So I'm gonna try to redo that, but like, here I have a strand, it's hard to see. Ah, no. What? Okay, as you can see again, these light really easily, so I just want to put one out. Because they light incredibly quickly, so I just put one out. Sorry, that was just kind of freaked out, because I saw this thing didn't light everything fire. So I'm going to take a strand of this stuff. It's burned. I'm going to use a relatively big one so you guys can see it. So what me and my dad did was, one of us held it, since I have nobody to hold it for me, and then one end. So what we did was we lit it, basically here. But since I had to throw it away because it was too big, but ours was one single strand of the steel wool, so I didn't really have to throw it away because it was one strand. I mean, it just died out really quickly. So it's almost done. I'm just pulling apart this wool, putting it back together so it sticks to each other into wispies. So let's turn the camera back around. So as you can see, our pile continues to grow. I have 2 more pads of wool, and just a little bit, which I'm gonna put in because heck, why not? Don't leave, I'm almost done. I have 1 more pad to do. I have 1 more pad and we're done. Cool. So 1 more pad to do and then we'll be finished. And we'll light it. So I'm going to keep a little bit of this. I'm going to drop it in the middle. So I only have to use a tiny bit. So I'm gonna drop it. So what I'm gonna drop it is right in the middle there. I'm gonna drop it, and hopefully it gets really hot when I blow it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to drop it really fast and quickly. So it, come on, stop sparking, sparky. So I'm gonna light it over here right now. Light it, as you can see. It's getting hot. Okay, so as you see, it multiplies. Ow, that hurt. That is hot. Okay, so we have a big bundle that's still light, and it's almost done. And it's never safe to touch until you know it's out, because that hurts like a lot. There's another cool thing you can do is you can like make it burn a hole in itself. Like if you light it, let's say this is steel wool, like in here you'd light it on the bottom there and flip it over, you blow on it, it'll burn a hole right through it. So guys, it's almost time for the end of the video, so there's nothing exciting to see, just dying. So see you guys next time. This is on pile. So I mean, again, not again, you can get it for really cheap. I guess for like $6 for 12 pads. So see you guys next time. Bye.